him. That's a TV show.
Oh, look at Eytan. Whoa, what happened to his face?
Where is he? I don't see him.
Hold on, I have to change it for you guys. So
I know
that
we
you
had the
can
hockey
see it.
game on. We got it.
I'm right here. I can hear you.
Okay, we can't see you though, man. I hear you. Did you hear the breaking news today, Eytan?
No. God knows what it is, but I did not hear it.
This is breaking news. This is bigger than Harry having played at Pine Valley the other day. This could be bigger.
Well,
this is something that should be on
Pinecrest, right? It's Pine Valley he was talking about?
Yes.
No, Pine Valley, not Pinecrest. No. He played Pine Valley yesterday. And tomorrow I will be coming out of retirement. I'll be taking my enormous bag and a bunch of X-out balls as Eytan is on the beach somewhere, and Harry and I will be spanking Whitey tomorrow at Plymouth Valley.
You can't say that anymore.
At the 1912 Overture Club.
Wait a second. Is this the breaking news? You have come out of retirement to swing a couple of sticks?
Yes, I will be out there.
Wow. Will this be on film? Can we watch this
There's
somehow?
no film.
People are demanding it,
I
though.
don't care what people demand.
I am.
Okay?
Yeah, seriously.
What happens when I birdie and nobody sees it, Harry?
Trust me.
I want now. Can we have spectators on the say a gallery finds out tomorrow and they all go there like the guys with the horns at the Phillies game last night? What happens if the horn guys show up?
Yeah. Well,
Harry, the over/under for your days left of membership here is 2.5, dude.
Listen,
you're in trouble.
I played on some of the great. I played Pebble Beach. I played. You name the courses, I've been there. Except Pine Valley. I played Marion. I played some of the great
Marion's
tracks.
Beautiful.
I played at L.A. Country Club, Torrey Pines, Pelican Hill. I mean, you name it. I understand.
Not Mullica Hill.
Not Mullica Hill, no. I did have a couple of chicks down there who had a horse farm. They were hot back in the day. I go down to Mullica Hill, some rich chicks down there with horses. You know what happens.
Is that Horse
strawberries.
Farm Central down there?
It is
Mullica
Horse
Hill?
Farm.
I didn't know that.
Absolutely, man. You go to that Cowtown Rodeo down in that area. Have you been down there?
That's right. I've driven past it many a times. I've never walked in.
And then you go past Mike Trout's spot down there in Millville and Vineland in that area right there. You get some fresh eggplants. You know, that's the eggplant capital of the world. You know that.
Is that right?
Yes.
I did not know.
More eggplants are
corn
grown.
and eggplants?
Yes, that's great.
Right?
That's great. That's why it's the Garden State. Why do you think they call Jersey the Garden State, Harry?
Blueberries in Hamilton.
So now I'm interested in this. Eytan's background is pretty nice.
That's great. I want to be there, man.
Where is that? Is that a specific beach or is it just generic?
No. It's I'm on the beach right now. No golf today. I'm on my honeymoon.
Right.
Oh, I see.
Right.
That doesn't look like Sea Isle City to me.
He's honeymooning in Abington
I'm
Township.
in Maui.
Yeah.
Right.
That doesn't look like Maui either. That looks more Caribbean.
It is the stock video that you have with Zoom.
I thought you were going to tell me you just got the job to replace John Gruden on the Corona hotline from the beach. Corona hotline.
No, but I will. I tell you this. I will break what I'm allowed to. I'm not allowed to yet, but I can break quasi news. I can't do it just yet as far as the specifics, but I am about to take on a sixth job.
A sixth job?
Yes.
All right.
So
Well,
breaking news for me.
first detail all the first five, because I can't even keep track. So let's go 1 through 5, and then break the news on 6.
Well, I right now host the 2 radio shows, which is the Sports Map radio show, the iHeart radio show. Then I write for Philly Voice, this website Odds Checker, and then I do the morning hits for Good Day, a couple days a week.
Not microphone checker. You're not doing that gig now. Have you appeared
No, not anymore.
Did you appear in the WAP video?
I haven't seen that, and I don't think I will see
Oh, yeah, you got to watch
Yeah.
it. It's
Come on,
awesome.
man.
It's great.
I'm not a fan, though, of I seek out stuff that I'm a fan of. I'm not a fan of them.
It's not about being a fan. It's like that's how you have pop culture knowledge.
I am a
You have to
fan.
watch stuff you don't care about, but you have to know about it. It's like the big deal, man. It's a big deal out there. Come on, man.
Is that it?
All right, what's number 6?
Well, number 6, I can't. That's my point. Is I can't be specific, but when I can be specific, I'll break it here on this show.
Well, what does it have to do with it? Is it another radio show?
No, it's actually television related.
Television related?
Oh, now was this
You're
the
going to
interview
replace the
that
17.
you had
Wait a minute.
before?
You're going to replace the 17 fired employees at NBC Sports Philadelphia.
No.
Okay.
No.
You're going to do an infomercial selling Ginsu Knives on NBC Sports Philadelphia when they don't have sports, which is pretty much most of the day now.
No, but actually, to be fair, I have sent and have yet to hear back a resume a couple of times over with the TV reel to QVC. So maybe, you know.
QVC just laid off like most of the people that work down there. They're Home
Really? Is
Shopping
that right?
Network, I think, owns them now, and they laid off everybody.
Oh, wow.
I
Now-
just bought
QVC's also.
The other way around?
Now, more importantly,
was it Home
Eytan,
Shopping
though-
Network up here in
Yes.
No.
QVC's
up here,
headquarters
yeah.
was in Westchester, Pennsylvania, right?
Yeah, they laid off a ton of people.
It's an outrage, man. How am I going to buy another, what do you call it, fryer?
I hope that
Air fryer.
The Wen girl that we know that used to be one of the
97.5
girls.
Gina Gannon?
Yeah,
the
Gina
great
Gannon.
Gina Gannon.
She was on QVC forever. I hope she wasn't one of the ones.
So they
that
have
was
like
laid off.
QVC 1, 2, and 3. They have Home
it's like
Shopping Network
SPN.
1. Like HSN Ocho, I think they're going to have soon. The Ocho.
That's right. Now, what would be sold on the Ocho for HSN? Like, imagine the product that couldn't make it on the first 6.
No, when I'm flipping around at night, it seems like all of their stuff that they're selling now is all pre-recorded stuff because they can't get anybody in the studios. You know what I'm saying?
I'm surprised of all the things that you've done, and you have such a wide career of achievement that you've never appeared on a QVC show.
I never
I'm
had.
shocked.
I wanted to. I wanted to go out there. I would go on and do a late night pimp. I didn't have any products
Think
to pimp.
about,
up.
though, how perfect Tony would be selling something because his mind works in such weird ways that he would constantly be coming up with totally obscure things to talk about a product with.
Yeah.
I mean, it would just be jumping all over the place, and it would appeal to no matter who was watching.
The Twitch stream, Scrapple Joe says Eytan selling tchotchkes on the beach to tourists behind him.
His mixtapes.
And then the other one I like, Bob from Valley Forge, who's one of our favorite guys. He says, checking IDs at the Purple Orchid? No, that was actually that wasn't Bob from Valley Forge. That was Tucker 4748. Bob says, Gina Gannon does traffic on 6 ABC here.
Yeah,
she's
does.
on TV.
Yeah.
Great
It's
girl.
so funny. We found a video of her from like almost 10 years ago where she still had her accent.
That Philly accent.
And she took elocution classes very much like Tony did back in the day to get rid of it so that she would be more
marketable.
Thank you. That's
now.
what
How about if I do like after I play golf tomorrow and I dazzle the entire crowd? I go on QVC with my own Tony Bruno ball washing towels. I'll bring on your own towels. You have to wash your own balls now. You can't touch anybody else's ball.
Right.
Now, what happens if I'm standing there and I'm tending and Harry chips one in and I'm tending the flag? Can I reach in and if he chips it in and pull the ball out?
No.
No.
Only
You
I can
can't
touch
tend.
my ball.
There's-
You cannot tend the flag.
So you have to
The
pull the
flag
flag?
are untendable.
It's either pulled or it stays in.
Well, keep the flag in because then you get a break if you hit the flag on a putt. They'll just give it to you anyway. You want as much help as you can get on the green. Trust me.
Not me.
Now, Eytan, we want to know, was this new job that you can't talk about yet, is this the interview that you had last week?
The interview
Before
that I had
we were trying to get
last
you on the show and you were doing an interview.
Oh, no. That I was actually being interviewed. Sorry.
Oh.
last
Oh, I was
yeah,
going to
yeah,
say,
yeah.
is that for
Yeah.
job number 7?
week. No,
By the way,
no,
we have
no.
breaking news. It is a final now, Harry. We would like to thank Nick Cale and the Nashville Predators, Pekka Renee, and everybody else. They have been eliminated
Wow.
in a stunning
shame.
upset. How about that? Who did you have,
That has to
Eytan?
be- I did not have Nashville losing in this series, I can tell you that.
That
But
was
at this
the-
point, it was hard to go against them. But that is a surprise.
That was the
to see
6-11 matchup.
Exactly.
The 11 seed
Yeah.
wins. Yeah.
I had a good 7-11 matchup last night with this chick. She looked hot at first, but then you get closer and you don't know what happens when you go in there to get a hot dog late at night, and they only have a couple of those, those
Things
ones
spinning
that
on the-
yeah,
yeah.
they're like petrified, like
They're gross.
they're gross, man.
Yeah.
But you got
Do you ever try the bacon cheeseburger petrified hot dog that they serve there?
No.
It's basically instead of a hot dog, it's a bacon cheeseburger that's been formed out of a tube.
Yeah.
To have the same actual shape as a hot dog.
But there's no better
Man.
place to buy things rolling around on those grills than when you're driving down on 95, going down to Atlanta, 85 and 95, in those gigantic truck stops.
Oh, yeah.
TA?
Yeah.
Stuckies?
No,
No,
it's
the
the
truck
big
stop.
truck stops, like the TA
And they have showers in there for the truckers,
and
T&A.
the Loves.
Loves. And they literally have a grill that goes across the entire room, and they've got every conceivable hot dog, sausage, brat.
The owner of the Cleveland Browns owns all those.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
Yeah,
Here's a little weird Tony Brunoism. He is very particular about what he eats.
Yes.
Like, there's certain things that he just will not touch. Like,
he
cold.
won't eat tuna salad.
He won't eat tuna salad. Anything like cold meats,
Now, there's not going to be any like cold salads or chicken
But-
salad or tuna salad or any kind of like
there's
smelly
pasta
onion
salad.
stuff.
You
It'll
right?
won't
be
eat
there,
that.
but you won't eat it.
I'm
But
not eating
weirdly enough, those rotating hot dogs totally appeal to him.
They're disgusting.
No, not when they're not when they're sitting on a 7-Eleven for 12 hours. I'm talking about when you go in and the whole grill is freshly lined and you pick out that nice one that's just perfectly, has that nice look on it.
Look at him.
Are you talking about the gas station still? These still hot
Yeah,
dogs
they're
that have been
still,
rolling in the same
when
grease for
they're
a day?
selling them like by the thousands, they're fresh.
Wow.
I'm not talking about
What's
going
the
into a
shelf life?
7-Eleven at 2 a.m. when you're wasted
Yeah.
and you're in there and there's a couple of really nasty.
That's the only time
petrified-
I'd go into a 7-Eleven.
Dude,
We had a
Get a
7-Eleven at
burrito.
Gettysburg.
Yeah.
There were two options in college for us. There was this diner,
Yeah.
which you sit down for a diner. That's a commitment.
Oh, yeah.
Or it was 7-Eleven.
Right.
And you go to a 7-Eleven at 2 a.m. on a Friday night in Gettysburg.
yeah.
2,500 kids, and there's nowhere else to go if you're drunk or stoned.
Right.
So that place looked ravaged. It looked like a tornado
Yeah.
or a riot hit it, one or the other.
It's the same in
Every single
Shippensburg.
night.
They had a Sheetz and they had a McDonald's.
We
And
didn't
the-
even have a sheet.
And
You
the
had to
Sheetz.
drive to
Oh
that.
my God! I ended up dating the girl that worked the McDonald's drive-through.
Whoa.
Did
She was
slip
a
you?
smoking
Did she
redhead.
slip you a couple
wait-
extra
wait a
like
second.
I used to
Big
get free,
Muffins?
free breakfast sandwiches every
Yeah.
now and then.
Did you get free Monopoly pieces? Otherwise, the date wasn't worth it.
No, I did not.
Great question.
I did
By the
not.
way, the game-winning goal in overtime for your Arizona Coyotes, Brad Richardson. And that one came at 5:27 in overtime, and the Arizona Coyotes defeat and eliminate the Nashville Predator. Man. Unbelievable.
What a shame.
How?
That's a great city, too.
There'll be
they
more-
were really warming up. Yeah, Nashville's a great city, man.
Absolutely.
And they were warming up to that team last couple of years, and that's a terrible loss. You think anybody in Arizona even knows that they won?
Let's check. I think
Flagstaff, maybe.
I think if they once the haboobs clear in Arizona
yeah.
through the desert, they will realize that wasn't. That's what Wile E. Coyote used to do. Remember, in the desert, he would spin that. He
create
would
a haboob.
He'd make a little hurricane.
That was the
When he-
Tasmanian devil.
That Tasmanian
Oh, yeah.
devil. That's right, Robin. He lives in
Now,
Arizona
can you
too.
say
doesn't
that
he?
word, or has that been removed?
What?
Haboob.
Haboob, no, that is a official
Meteorological
term.
term.
Yeah, it is
Okay.
not a
And by the way, this is
colloquialism.
what they get for firing Lavi, Harry. They fired Lavi early in the season, and then look what happened, Harry.
I told you.
Now, Eytan, I have
karma.
a question. What prompted the
Unbelievable.
full shave?
The beard was getting a little long, and I've been wearing a hat a lot because I'm out playing golf, and this is normally how I keep my head. It's just the beard was a little long, so I shaved it. It's still hot out. You're playing golf all these times. It's tough carrying around a bag around your face. So
I don't know. I don't know.
I
whether,
shaved too.
Yeah, I'm going to grow
Yeah.
mine. I'm going ZZ Top.
Yeah.
That's my goal now, to go full ZZ Top beard.
Yeah.
And then I'm going
My
to put a
hair
rubber
doesn't grow
band.
that way. I wish.
I'm going to put a rubber
Well,
band at the end,
like
like Captain
Captain Lou?
Yes.
I didn't
Is
want
there
to
a
look.
yeah?
I didn't want to look like a
Captain
total
Lou,
mess
man.
yesterday, so that's why I shaved
Am I
up.
acceptable to go
Is
out
that
to
why?
an
Yeah,
exclusive country club? Huh?
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
It's
With
a
rubber
working
bands
man's
in your
club,
goatee?
Tony.
Probably not. No.
All right, Eytan, I got to get your thoughts on the NBA bubble thus far.
I'm enjoying it. I think that it's fun to watch the Sixers just completely melt down. And
Do you think
lose
Brett Brown
all hope
survives
of
now
expect-
that Ben Simmons is hurt?
Survives what? There's nothing left to survive. I mean, at this point, they're rubble. There's not even a building left or anything. It's
I know,
like-
but does he get fired? Or do
Yeah,
they give him a reprieve because Ben gets hurt?
No, I think at this point, if I'm the team, if anybody had any stones on them, and I don't care what they look like, gender, anything like, stones is applicable to every single human being on this planet. If anybody had a set of stones on them anywhere on their body, they would come in and they would fire the general manager. They would fire the head coach. They would bring in a head coach and say, look, if you can't make this work with Simmons and Embiid in one season, then you need to come back and tell us how to move on. Nobody in this front office has any idea how to maneuver up and down the NBA as far as acquisition and as far as signing talent. They need a real major check right now, like one of those self-evaluations.
Wait a minute. What about the process? You've given up on trusting the process?
No. That's a different thing. Brian Colangelo was the bridge to go from the process to whatever the hell the perversion of the final product is now. I'm saying, here would be a hypothetical, Tony, to answer your question. It's a complete hypothetical. Let's say that they fire Elton Brand, they fire Brett Brown, they bring in a name to be the general manager, they hire Stan Van Gundy as the coach, but they also make him somewhat of a GM.
I don't want Stan Van Gundy here. I'd rather have Ron Jeremy, who was the original Stan Van Gundy was Ron Jeremy.
I think he's in a little trouble, though.
Yes,
Didn't
he
get
is.
arrested?
That's why they can't hire him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
he's off
that might show up on the job interview, But here's the thing. You give him a year, and then you come back and you say, what happened? Can you make Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid work? And when, because not if, but when he comes back and says, no, I can't make it work, then you have to move on from one of the two. I'd personally move on from Simmons, but you have to move on. They're not going to do it at the end of this year. We know that. They're going to have to bring in a new head coach. I would fire everybody and bring in a fresh set of eyes, personally. This season's been a disgrace.
They were great at home, but then, the excuse that there's no home team down in the bubble. And the Simmons injury was bizarre. It was one of those bizarre injuries where there was no contact. There wasn't even any kind of like abrupt movement. It's one of those freak injuries.
Exactly. He had the same injury, a freak injury. Remember, I think we were all on the same station when it happened, when he had that freak injury the first time around, right? And everybody's saying, oh, it's a freak injury. He's not injury prone. You got a couple of freaks lined up. It's no longer 42nd Street in Manhattan at 3 a.m., and that adds up to an actual injury list.
No, you're right about that. And again, I'm not a hater of these guys. I'm a Philly fan. I grew up watching the Sixers. Doesn't have to be a hater. No, I'm not saying you're a hater. I'm saying that the fact that this is the only team in Philadelphia that gets more passes than any other organization. The Sixers have so many fanboys who have podcasts and shows dedicated to the Sixers, and God bless them, I don't care how many there are, but who just simply refuse to acknowledge that, Embiid is the guy who is supposed to be hurt all the time, and he's not. He just has to have, the load management. And Simmons has been hurt, and he still can't shoot a jump shot. And people keep thinking that this team's an NBA championship team.
It's not even a second-round team right now. You mentioned how great they were at home this year, and they still finished as a 6th seed. Imagine that. They had the best home record, the best home court advantage by a mile, and they still finished as a 6th seed heading into this restart. It doesn't compute. The way in which they underachieved, and to make matters worse, just to give you the final thoughts on this, to make matters worse, Boston came into this season, probably should have finished around where Indiana and Philadelphia are now, and they overachieved to get to that part. It's maddening to watch this.
Yeah, Boston 45-23 on the season. San Antonio, by the way, beat Utah today, and we mentioned that Memphis is finally waking. The San Antonio won 119-111, an 8-point victory if you're scoring at home or if you're betting at home.
Eytan had the under.
What was the over-under?
I think I took him at 8.5. Damn it.
Oh, that's a bad
that's got killed by the hook, man.
How about my guy Jason Day, Eytan?
I took him.
Did you take him?
As soon as you said Jason Day on my show Wednesday, I punched the bet in at DraftKings, and I had an argument with my good buddy Ed D here in this area, and we were on the course, and he was saying how, Tiger this, Tiger that. I said, nope, I can't trust the back. And he said, all right, well, who do you like? I said, well, a little birdie told me Jason Day. And then
he's got a back problem.
About Jason. Well, that's what he said. He said, you hypocrite.
Yeah.
But here it is. Day's back's holding up, and I'm ready for it.
Yeah, but see, the problem is Tiger wasn't 35-1.
Yes,
exactly.
Yeah, but you guys slept on Ho Tong Lee, the man that I predicted would win this whole thing just a few short hours ago. Shoot 65 in round 2.
You thought his name was Lee Ho Tong 20 minutes ago. What are you talking about?
I know a guy named Lee Ho Tong, and it was the wrong guy. 65 today, and Jason Day. So Ho Tong Lee, or Lee Ho Tong, whatever you want to call him, or Stagger Lee, -8, and Jason Day's in the clubhouse, one behind at -7 if you're scoring at home. And don't sleep on Tommy Fleetwood either, or Fleetwood Mac later on. He'll be playing a whole block.
Fairway Jesus.
Fairway Jesus is right. That's right. I'll show you how pathetic I was. I was watching this European Championship, and I saw Jimenez out there with the ponytail on.
Oh, that guy's awesome.
Yeah, he's awesome, but the rest of the guys in that event, they were like hitting it into the weeds, and it was like watching hackers, or like watching me play.
That's where Lee Westwood is, in case you were looking for him now.
Right.
It was a preview for what you will be experiencing tomorrow, Harry.
Dude.
Now, are
And
you
Paul
carting
Casey's
this or are
minus
you
5.
walking this?
I'm walking. Are we doing cards? What's the routine, Harry?
You're going to walk? You're
No, I
carrying
ain't
your bag then.
No, I'm not walking.
Yeah, because
There's
there's
no
no
push
caddies.
cart?
Well, you could get a push cart.
I don't want a push card. Listen, I'm on medication.
Yeah, I know.
This is my first effort out
You brought
there.
it up. I would suggest a cart.
We playing winter rules? I got to go back to that.
You can play whatever season rules you want.
Are we playing coronavirus rules, Harry?
No,
Pandemic
we're
rules?
playing Corona Bros.
Corona Bros, dude.
I am a second away from hitting this Kings over the Nets first quarter bet, by the way. Just so you know, this could be breaking
Is this
news
breaking
here.
news? I can't believe
If it hits,
you're betting.
It's just 1
First
second on the
quarters.
clock.
I can't believe you're betting first quarters in meaningless NBA bubble games. man.
Oh, well, I tell you. Oh, and yes, it did come through. Well, here's the reason, because Brooklyn, and it's just the games that they came off of the last night. Brooklyn needed this whole thing and momentum and all. So, yeah, you're right. It's a degenerate bet, but it paid off. Especially now that it makes up because of that stupid hook that I lost by.
Destro's fan on the Twitch stream says Eytan's more entertaining when he's wandering around his backyard.
Come on, this has been riveting. Golf, basketball.
They don't like the fake backdrop.
I like the fake backdrop.
I do.
I want to be there.
I like it.
Well, what do you want, man? You want me to lift the green screen up? I don't even know what's behind me here.
No,
right
Wing,
No, that's just your wall.
Wing and Diddles on the Twitch stream says Harry goes to Pumptown in Royersford for the hot dogs.
I've been there.
Pumptown.
Yeah, to Pumptown.
I'm
Now,
going
do they
there.
make,
I'm going
like,
there
the
tomorrow night.
special hot dogs, the peanut butter and jelly hot dogs, and stuff like that.
No, they're just basic.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're good.
Because there was a place. I used to live up in Elmsford, New York, and there was a place not too far, Dobbs Ferry. I'm sure you're familiar
I've heard
with
of
the
it.
area.
I've heard of it.
Dobbs, and it was, not many restaurants, but they had this hot dog shack, and you could go in there, and they would put chocolate, peanut butter, all of the disgusting things you could think of up on a hot dog. Sometimes they give you it all at once. It was terrible.
Not Lou Dobbs
people-
Ferry.
No, not that
lined
one.
up.
No.
Well, no, you never know. It could have been named after Lou before he
Who was
didn't
the
he have a
pi-
breakdown.
Who was the pinch hitter for the Phillies? Dobbs. What was his first name?
Oh, that's Greg Dobbs.
Greg Dobbs.
The great
Dobbs.
Greg
Yeah.
Dobbs, right there,
Yeah.
man. By the way, now Dean, of course, who I played golf with, he says, Harry, you better count Bruno's clubs in the bag at the first hole. You can assess it. You can assess a 2-straight penalty right out of the gate. This isn't a bad. This is. We're going to go to Thailand afterwards. I heard that's a new
is that
club
right?
up there.
Oh,
Yeah,
there
in
is?
Montgomery County. Yeah,
Okay.
after Donald Trump's Thailand instead of Thailand comments yesterday. Thailand's not a bad place, Harry.
I'm a big
When the milky white inner thighs.
I'm a big fan of
I'm
Thailand.
a big fan of Thailand too.
Is that off 611 in Horsham?
Yeah, right across from the Naval Air Base.
That's Louis D's Double Visions, the original
Double
Louis.
Vision, that's right.
Great Louis D's knowledge, right? I know. I hosted a night there doing rigatoni wrestling one night.
Is that right?
I actually hosted
At Double Visions?
Yes, at Louis D's Double Visions rigatoni wrestling. Women in
Yeah.
a vat of rigatoni.
Right.
And so they thought of who's the best Italian to go out there.
Right.
And unfortunately, during the event, which I did live on WCAU back in the day, I recorded it and played it back the next day. There was an illegal linguine that appeared inside the vat.
Is that
and so
right?
I had to call it off right there and call it a push.
So the fix was
The
in.
fix was in. There was a
Couldn't give a
linguine in the
two-stroke penalty?
Exactly.
There used to be a Visions, a Double Visions, and a Triple
Exactly
Visions.
right, Harry.
Yeah.
Right now, I got a little triple vision going between the medication and the Tito's, Harry.
Right.
Well, did you guys bring up that Tito's debacle that happened down in Texas?
No, what happened?
What, in Austin,
Okay.
Texas?
Yes. So, like,
Wait, is this breaking
Pennsylvania-
news?
Yeah. So Tito's now it's not Tito's fault; it's idiots' fault. But like in Pennsylvania, you can't buy hard liquor at a supermarket; it has to be
Right.
at a liquor store.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
So Tito's has created these big bottles of hand cleanser that are in the same shape as
Right.
the Tito's vodka bottle.
saw that.
And you can, okay, so you walk, and they did this huge giveaway with the Astros at Minute Maid Park, outside of the park, of course, because nobody's allowed in. And they have them throughout the shelves at these supermarkets. So you had idiots who thought that they were serving and then selling alcohol.
And they drank
so they
it?
thought exactly.
Oh.
And now they complained to Tito's, and Tito's had to issue a statement and put a disclaimer on
Oh,
the
my-
bottle that says "Do not drink."
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Yes. This is where we are right now.
It's an outrage.
Can you imagine?
Scrapple Joe on the Twitch stream says, "Can we get Eytan to say rap is rap for all time?"
That wasn't
sakes?"
Eytan.
That wasn't Eytan. That was Schwartzman.
That was Dan. Who, by the way, Dan Schwartzman was going back and forth with me on the DMs last week, checking in to see how we're doing, man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He wasn't starting a beef or anything, was
No, I love the Schwartz.
Well, he had a beef with Eytan.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You guys had a beef?
We're okay.
You're all right.
Well,
now?
yeah, this whole thing that happened at NBC Sports Radio, which is no longer around anymore.
Right.
So.
Yeah, they got rid of everybody so they could build this Peacock network. They gassed all of everybody at the stinking NBC Sports. What do you call
Did you
it?
see Sealski's article today?
I did.
No, I
in the
did
Daily
not.
News?
Yeah.
Scathing.
Yeah, he crushed them.
Oh, my God. He let off a semi-automatic, and I don't think he missed one bullet. It was amazing.
And you can hear Eytan on Sports Map Radio every weekday from 11 to 1 p. Eastern Time.
Exactly right. And
And
we're
follow,
on at night.
Follow him on Twitter at Shander Show.
Harry's become Eytan's Eytan Shander's official agent now.
Well, he takes time out of his day to come on the show. I figured
I
I'd
know. And
promote his
listen,
stuff.
I always
Well-
give him love, man.
And Harry comes on my show,
Yeah.
so we reciprocate. We
Yeah.
tell everybody to listen to your shows and all.
Right.
Exactly, man. Now we got to go out and play golf, Eytan. I'm ready.
can come to
I think
Huntington
I'm ready
Valley
to
any
jump
day.
back in. I'm going to try to get my card. Not my
No,
medical
I got it.
marijuana
Eytan
card.
got his
I know
card.
you got your card. I think I'm
drove
going to be
by
on
the dispensary today. There was about 15 people waiting outside, waiting to get in. There's just no way in hell I'm going to be able to get into that thing anytime soon.
That's why
Luckily,
you
I
need to get the
stocked
card.
up.
You need to get the card that allows you to grow your own.
Exactly. Anyway, we got to run, man. We're up
Yeah,
against
that's
it.
all
as
I
it-
need.
We're
Yeah.
up against it, Eytan. We'll talk to you soon, brother. There he is, Eytan Shander at Shander Show. Meanwhile, Rothstein's head's exploding now over there. He's visibly shaking. We're coming
He's
right
like
back.
a program director.
He really is. He's starting to get me pissed off.